Welcome to the show. It is Talk That Talk Thursday, literally my most favorite day of the whole entire week because we really delve into some crazy topics. And let me tell you, today's topic is going to get heated. It might get some people in trouble. We're going to see who's really the good girl, who's not, who's innocent, who's not. But you guys, welcome to the show. You're watching Let's Talk right here on Ebru Television. I am back. I literally missed you guys so much yesterday. So good to be back on the table. So make sure you guys go ahead and send us in all your messages. The WhatsApp number is available. We want to hear from you guys. What do you guys have to think about every single topic that we get into? But for now, it's your girl, Ayuma Kaguli, simply Ayuma on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter.
Yes, sir. It is Thirsty Thursday, and I am feeling both thirsty because Ayuma and showing me her very nice dress over there. I am feeling a little something, something over here. But also there is the fact that it is one of those days where I just get to go online and I will see all your TBTs. I will see all of those thirst traps that you send over there. I am super excited about that. But for now, I am so excited that I'm back here with you, and I want you to just send those messages on the 0710 on the 0777 number. I think the number is going to be indicated below. So make sure you send us a message on WhatsApp, and also send us a message on Ebru Let's Talk _official, right, on Instagram. So let's chat, let's have fun.
Today is my favorite day for many reasons because obviously I was born to talk, if you didn't know. So talk, it's like we're more talking. But as much as it's just about talking, we get to talk about some things which are affecting all of us. Guess what? As much as we like to separate ourselves on, like, I don't know, class, race, skin tone, whatever it is, the truth is that we're all human beings. We're all going through pretty much exactly the same things in different ways. So we get to dive into a topic which is affecting many of us, and we get to share, right? So today we want you to start talking to us, like right now. I should be seeing the messages coming in right now, please. The hashtag is Ebru Let's Talk, and the WhatsApp number is displayed below. My name is Lydia KM, and that's Lydia KM on all social media handles.
You know, like we talk about like how we want to delve into topics, like we're all like the same and everything. What's that one topic that makes you uncomfortable in general?
I think money. Money always makes me uncomfortable. Number one, because I feel like money has always been there, but I'm not the best manager of it. So I feel like sometimes it's like there's guilt because it's there without really having to work so hard for it. And then I'm just like, I feel embarrassed that at my age, I don't know how to manage it properly.
Yeah. Your whole big age, right?
My whole big old age.
So I agree with Lydia because of the same exact problems. I am a spendthrift, first of all.
Yeah.
But that is a big issue. But then the bigger one is the fact that sometimes when someone tells you where you're going to be in 10 years, that question, where are you going to be? What do you see yourself in 5 years? Where do you see yourself in 10 years?
Yeah.
Girl, I have no answer for that. I never do. And every single time I just choke. So for me, it's a very, very uncomfortable topic.
Definitely money is the thing. But like now, after you said that, girl, just say successful, and it's just an umbrella for everything. Where are you going to be in the next 5 years? Successful. Where are you going to be next 10 years? Successful. Like, even if you don't have a plan, you are going to be successful in whatever it is.
Even alive.
Yeah.
You know? Like, I don't, where did we get to the point where alive is no longer enough?
Yeah.
I feel like being alive is more than enough. You know what I mean? But anyway, as long as we are alive, you know that people who are going to be doing some crazy things, and they're going to be giving us the tea for hot talk. So first things first, we have Kamene Goro, who's talking about her previous relationship. And to be honest, the last time she spoke about previous relationship, she inspired me. So I can't wait to hear about this one. We have Socialite Amber Ray, who is saying that she is happy for her previous. Is anyone ever really happy for their? Are they? I don't think so. We also have Amber Ray again. She is denying witchcraft. Now, if you saw that picture we're talking about, we want to see how she's denying it and if she's actually explaining what happened in that picture. And last but not least, we have Frankie, who's claiming that he has got no access to his son. Unfortunately, the co-parenting situation there doesn't seem to be as pleasant. So let's get into it. It's time for Hot Talk.
Kamene Goro has always been a source of just controversy, speculations, and all that. But there's something about her that always makes all of us just feel the need to just sympathize and empathize with her. It is her breakup with her ex-man. She'd spoken about it before. She said how they broke up, actually, the way she spent the money. First of all, she spoke about how they broke up. And the breakup story is already cringy enough because he broke up with her on the actual phone. She had come to Nairobi. They were having a really good time. But then she's like, why am I staying on my own? I think I should go and, chill with my parents for a bit as I wait for my man to settle in and whatever. But then continues on to explain that later that night, they pick up the phone, they're talking, hey baby, how are you? You had a good day, all that good stuff. And then suddenly he goes, you know what? I don't think I can be with you anymore. And there is a video, I think, that was going round. I don't know whether we'll be able to play it. We will not be able to play you the video, but it's going to be on our social. We're going to link it on our social media, so make sure you go and check it out. So this video is her explaining the actual conversation with her and her man. It is a very simple conversation. She goes, "Hi, how are you, baby? Are you okay?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'm fine. All is well. Thank God. So am I gonna see you later? Of course you're gonna see me later. Okay, I'm just chilling at my parents' house. Great." But then he just suddenly goes, yeah. I can't do this anymore. I can't be with you anymore. Somebody explain that to me. How, in God's name, do you have the audacity to do that on the phone? God, I just wanted to punch that guy in the throat, and I don't even know him. I've never seen him in my life, but I wanted to punch him in the throat, and I felt so bad for Kamene because, oh my God, that is just such a vulnerable time.
Reel it in, honey.
Such a vulnerable time.
Okay, all right. Don't get it twisted. That's awful. I was watching this reality show where he's a big actor. He's like the hot guy from This Is Us. If you guys watch the show, so he was married to this this girl who seemed to be really nice. They were together for 7 years, I think married for 2, and they had an argument the night before, right? Then the next morning, like, you know, everything seemed kind of fine. He walked and he filed for divorce, and he called her and he told her, and he turned off his phone. Divorce after 7 years.
What?
You know? So here's the thing, yeah, let me tell you, it's like, you know, sometimes when I look back, maybe even in my previous relationship, it's like, you know it's not right, but you never ever see the breakup.
Yeah.
Do you see what I mean? I can see that things are going bad. Anyone can. I can see that we're having problems. But when you are the party who's working on the problems and looking to find solutions, when the other person is trying to break up with you, you never know. So some people feel it's like, how do you not know? There's actually a situation which you actually have no idea. You know, and chances are he was probably like, cheating or something. Yeah. So then for you to just like drop me like that, you knew what was going on in your head. I just did not know. It's so sad. It's so bad. But we move. We move. When someone does something like that to you, you have no choice but to move.
Yeah. I've unfortunately been those people who has broken up with a boyfriend over the phone.
No.
After
you are the one who's going to be massaging Lucifer in hell.
I know, right? It's so bad. But you know, here's what the problem is. Like sometimes you already know your relationship and you know that person so well. So you know a face-to-face breakup isn't going to be a breakup. You know what I mean?
Because you don't have the strength
because
to do it.
I do not, I am a coward. I do not have the strength to sit there through your tears. I don't have your strength to sit there through you begging me to come back. I don't have the strength to sit there through you just basically being so sad and upset and begging me. You know, for a man to beg you to come back to him is like the most, it's heartbreaking. And you see a man in tears, it is heartbreaking. So I've literally been that person who has called the guy over the phone, babe, it's not you, it's me. You know, things haven't been going well, blah, blah. I just think right now we should end things, but I really hope that we can continue to be friends.
When I was a child, and I say when I was a child, so don't judge me.
Yeah.
I got my friend to break up with.
You see, and you're saying I'm the bad one.
That's way
I'm the bad
when I was
one.
a child. You do this when you're an adult.
No.
I was a child, like I didn't know how to break up with him, so we distorted the phone.
What age is child?
Exactly how
Watch
childish
her
is
say
a
when you
child?
know
No, 17.
That's
so
not a child.
I got her to like distort the phone like this so that he can't tell the voice and do it.
God, Jesus. But what difference does that even make?
Because you can't really hear whose voice it is.
Surely.
I know.
Y'all, you guys have to let us know. Have you ever broken up with someone over the phone? You're real traditional. You want to do it face to face. But someone else who's kind of trying to like bring some clarity into a very murky situation is Socialite Amber Ray. Now, we all know that she used to date Brown Mauzo, who is currently married to Vera Sidika, or at least she says that they're married. But she recently posted and said that they're married, like that's her husband.
That's a lie.
She said that's the husband, so we just have to take her word for it. If that's what she says, okay, girl, we're gonna go with your story. So everybody was now asking her on a recent Q&A that she had on her Instagram, like, what happened? How do you feel that you guys were literally just dating yesterday and now he's married to Vera Sidika. And then she literally responded with life happens. And then someone else was like, Ati na yu urembo yote, what did you see in Mauzo? Mtu akode dumped surely. Ouch, okay? And like elaborate on the situation. And she said, he is happy, I am happy. Now this is a response that's very different from the responses that she's been having in the past. Because we all know once Brown and Vera Sidika started even dating and talking about how now they're engaged and everything, yeah, there was a lot of subliminal messages that were being thrown, never actually talking about him, but then just like being subliminal about it. But you know what? Me, I'm happy for her because you know what? She's growing up. The worst thing is to see a bitter woman still there being upset when her ex has moved on. You can cry at home. Cry at home. Feel all those tears and everything and sadness. But once you come out to the public, how are you? I'm great. I wish him nothing but success in life and, you know, good wishes and everything, because why are we being salty in public?
I don't care for the salty, but I don't mind for the hurt, right?
Yeah.
If you've been invested in a relationship and that you really genuinely cared for someone, if he leaves you tomorrow and he's with somebody else, you are allowed to be okay with just crying and feeling like crap.
Yeah.
I'm not for salty.
Yeah.
Like, you know, don't throw shade, don't like, you know, hate on him or send him negative vibes. He is living his best life. But for you to be like, do you know what? That hurts. You know, that hurt. I took that L and I'm working on healing myself and I'll move on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This, he's happy and I'm happy, doesn't sound true. If you believe it, I believe it, but I don't feel like it sounds true. But either way, as you said, sometimes you've got to put a particular face in public so that you can gather yourself, because it's better than saying something negative. So I'm here for anything positive.
Why are you laughing, Kakoni?
Because I'm about to say something that you both want to punch me for. I don't mean to start a rumor. Honestly, I don't mean to start a rumor.
But you
like,
are.
What are the chances that every time you've had someone who's broken up with their boyfriend, and then they hit you up and they're like, oh no, he's fine, I'm fine, it's okay, such is life. What happens soon after? Don't they always get back together?
Yeah.
So that's my word, that's my story. I think at some point the two of them, or at least right now, something's going on Chinyamaji and we all don't know about it. And then
so
suddenly
sad.
we're going to be smacked by reality.
No.
She didn't want to talk smack about it because she knew. She was already trying to reel in her man. That's my stance. That's where I'm at. That's all I'm saying.
You know what? I am not against that as far as I can see how that's possible. You know what I mean? And there is, during Mashujaa Day, she did show that she had like a bunch of flowers, you know, and technically, according to the tea master and the tea master people, whatever, he's married to somebody else completely who has a child. So he's not able to be married to somebody else.
He's Muslim. He can have like 4 women.
You know I rest my case.
Yeah.
I rest my case, yo. I rest my case. What do you guys think? Do you think this is like true happiness, or do you feel like she's just hiding in the hurt? Or like Athomi, as she's saying that maybe they're back together and she's just waiting to just pounce and give us the tea. The hashtag is Ebru. Let's talk. And talk to us on our WhatsApp number. It's displayed below. Now, speaking of Amber Ray, like I don't mind her trending on like, you know, the motionnaire of who she's dating or whatever.
Right.
But there is a picture that was circulating online not too long ago that we have no explanation for. And when I saw that, I was like, what is this?
Yeah.
So essentially, it's a picture of her. Yes, the picture that's displayed now. She's in a situation that looks like she has gone to a witch doctor, right? And everyone is like, excuse me, girl, do you want to explain this to us? And when she was doing this Q&A, the same Q&A that she was doing as far as Brown, she was asked, why did you use witchcraft? To which she responded, it's hard to believe. I know it's hard to believe this, but I've never used witchcraft in my entire life. Anyway, one day I'll tell my side of the story. You all better be ready. Now, here's the thing. Why is it hard for anyone to believe that you've never used witchcraft?
Yeah.
Why is that hard? It shouldn't be. It's like, are you a murderer, Lydia? I know it's hard to believe. Why is it hard for anyone to believe?
That's such speculation on yourself.
No, it does. Like, I think that's from like I think that's there's some defense there. There's a defense mechanism. And also, whatever it is that was happening, why was a picture taken? Like, surely if you go to a witch doctor, witch doctor, right? Yeah, you don't take a picture. Maybe one of the things was like, she has to post it on social media.
You have to send it to 10 of your friends.
What the conditions of that witchcraft?
Yo, So here's what I think. Clearly, she was doing something, but like I'm always queen of clout, yeah?
Yeah.
So right now, it could be either one is clout, and she just decided, you know what, this is the well-known picture of like witchcraft in Africa. You have to have some chickens always all the time. It's like we can't just sacrifice any other animal. It just has to be a chicken, and you have the white cloth on your head and all of that, yeah? Or number two, she was just chilling with some chickens. Like maybe those are her pets, okay? Maybe those are her pets, and she was just having fun with the chickens and everything. Or number three, she was actually doing witchcraft, and like we just said, maybe that was the criteria. The photo had to be posted, and then now she's gonna have social media success. You know, you never know what can happen with this whole like witchcraft story.
Yes. The only other possibility is that it was a music video.
It could be.
But a music video we've never seen.
When is it coming out?
One that's
when is it coming out?
And surely should have said that if that was the explanation, right? Should have said, yo, that picture, it was inappropriate. It was just a music video, but she didn't.
And the fact that she ended that sentence with, I will explain my side of the story at some point. What are you saying? What story is there for you to tell us that entails a black chicken, another chicken, you covering yourself up in some dingy looking house? Amber Ray, girl, whatever you've been smoking, please stop. It's not good for you. Speaking of people and things that are not good for you, we've got Frankie Just Jim It, another person who's just been on social media for the past 3 months. He's just been trending week after week after week. Now, Frankie Just Jim It, as we know, is now dating the very lovely Corazon. But before he dated her, he was dating and was married to Maureen. Oh, sorry. Now they're engaged, yeah? So before that, he was
he was engaged to Maureen.
Maureen, yeah. He was engaged to Maureen, but they're still now dating with Corazon, and they have a child together. But before that, he still had these many children with Maureen. And this is part of the problem. So it was the son's birthday, and he decided to send a very long, heartfelt message to the son on social media. Again, I don't even understand why. It makes no sense to me. But in the message included a lot of lovely sentiments, including may you always know your worth, may you, and how incredible you are, and always know that it was such a privilege for me to be part of your story for some time. And now he completes the whole message by saying this part, and this is why we're talking about it. Since I have no access to you, I'll pass these words to you and hope that you find them. Be true to yourself always, live your dreams, all that stuff. So I go back to that sentence of, since I have no access to you, I'll pass these words and I hope that you will get them. Yeah. So according to this, it creates a speculation that, one, he has no access to his children, or he's just not being permitted to see his children, and it's gotten to that point where he just doesn't know how else to relay this lovely message to their son, and it's sad that he has to do it on social media. But another question which I will insist on asking is, for any woman at all, we always try and keep our men in line with their children. If not, Lydia being one of those people, we had this whole argument at some point where I was just like, no, I'm not going to do it. But then majority, which was like, at least...
the ones who have brains over here.
Two-thirds of the table were in agreement to the fact that you will try and keep the man or your baby daddy within the family, or at least within your social circles, so that they can be able to have access to the children and all that good stuff. I don't care for it. Honestly, So the fact that Maureen is probably part of the group that doesn't care about it. There's a story there that I need someone to explain to me, because why has he been kept away from his children, and for how long is this going to happen? Because they're both really big social media celebrities. They're actually celebrities. So this will continue to be a problem until we understand the stem of it. So Maureen, please, if you have the strength, the time, please test, just
according to his teeness, Mr. Edgar Obire, according to him over there and all the drama that's happening on social media, she was kicked out of the home that she currently was living in with her children. That home that she was living in with her children was Frankie's mom's home. So at some point, I guess she was told, girl, pack your stuff and leave. So people are now speculating, because she was forced to leave that home, now she's decided, well, then you're not going to see your children. I think if that's the case, that's really, really sad, because it's ghetto. It really is. It's so sad and ghetto, because yes, I can understand how hard you must feel, because this is a home you've now created. You were literally given a home. Apparently, she's the one who furnished it. They just gave her a home, and she did everything else. But at the end of the day, it's not your home, honey. And once you have decided to break up with this man, and you guys are no longer you guys were not even in good talking terms. So how do you think you're still going to stay in the same home? I understand it's wrong. It's wrong. It would have been great if you would have just let you stay in the same house and everything, but you guys are already not on talking terms when you're in the home. So now once you get kicked out, you decide to even make it even worse, and then now not let the child be a part of the father's life. Honestly, Maureen, I'm feeling disappointed in her in this situation.
Let me tell you
I'm
this,
so disappointed
so,
in her.
as Ayuma has said clearly, kicking out the mother of your children with your 2 children out in the street, if that's the case, that is so wrong, it's unfathomable, right? Then if that's true, and then you come on social media acting like the reason why Maureen doesn't want you to see her kids is like it's for no reason, I don't think that's fair. But let's spin it. Let's assume that Frankie actually did give the notice for her to get out. She's still going to be annoyed, obviously, because maybe she was comfortable in her home, blah, 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 blah. Frankie, there's the social media, but there's also the courts. Like, we can't do this with every single situation where there's a co-parenting situation. Take this person to court. You guys put an agreement together where I will be seeing my kids on this and this date, whether you like it or not. Because guess what? All that coming from... Yes, honey?
I just have one question.
Sure.
Frankie, the same Frankie who can't afford to give housing to his own children, the same Frankie who is asking his mom to help him with school fees, not a bad thing. It's great that you're trying to help the situation, but the same Frankie is the same Frankie that you want to go to court and start fighting for custody.
The house has nothing to do with affording. It hasn't.
He can't maintain his situation and his children's. And it's just...
No, here's the thing, this is a 2-parent situation, and Maureen works. So he doesn't have to be responsible for the 100% of the upkeep. He doesn't, right? And if maybe that house where they were living when he was there is something he was able to afford when he had 1 family, and now when he has 2, he's not able to afford it. I don't even think that's about money. That's just about I cannot maintain 2 households. You know, I feel like there's better ways to go about this instead of putting it on social media, because your children are going to see this. When they grow up, they're going to see all of this dirt, and it's going to affect the way that you guys relate. I get that maybe Frankie feels like he has no other way to do it, but if the courts can be involved, this is the best way to do it, so that it's not up to any one of you guys when you see your children. It's a matter of every 2 weeks or every other weekend or whatever, I have to see my children, because they are a shared situation. It's not one-sided, you know? I feel like if more people went like the court route, like Joe, Yummy Mommy, and the father of her child, they have a great co-parenting situation. It wasn't always great, but they went to court and they put an agreement together and they were able to do it. These 2 people can afford lawyers to do that. We know we are there. They can. Yeah.
Yo,
I don't know.
It's ghetto. It's
you know
ghetto.
what?
It is ghetto, you guys. It's 100% ghetto. This is what we personally think. If you're in a co-parenting situation, or maybe you've been in a situation that's been this bitter, what light can you shed in it? Because, I mean, none of us are baby moms here, so we might not know. Let us know on the hashtag Ebru Let's Talk, and talk to us on our WhatsApp number. But right now, it's time for Peaks of the Week. So today, if you have never watched the show, or maybe you can't remember how this goes, Peaks of the Week is a one-time in this show where we are not doing udaku. We are actually celebrating people maybe who are doing good things during that week, or maybe who have something that is popping. And the first people today is Nadia Mukami and Sanape Tande. They have an amazing new song. And, you know, it's been a while since we heard like a big hit song from 2 women. And right now, it was been out for 3 days, and it's got 758,000 views on YouTube. It's called Wangu, and it's absolutely amazing.
I actually like this song.
Yeah,
I like this song because it has like longevity. It's not just like a club bang or anything. It's a song that's like, okay, 5 years down the line, I can still do that.
Very Sanape. Very, very Sanape. So congrats, beautiful ladies. We love the song, and we love it something beautiful. The second people who we're celebrating, keep your opinions to yourself. So in the past week or so, Bahati gifted Diana a car.
We are celebrating.
We are celebrating, and DJ Mo also gave his wife a car. I believe that is Sarah from Bonfire Adventures as well. So gifting cars has been the new thing, you know. Also, what's her name? Millie gave a car to her man, Kabiwa Jesus.
Took it back.
He took it back. Why?
He says he doesn't want a nice car. It's just not the type of niceness that he wanted. I don't know. It was a very odd explanation, but he took it back.
Kenyan roads.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, either way, I feel like gifting a car. If you have not been gifted a car by your husband or your wife, cause a scene right now. But we want to celebrate love, right?
Yes.
Whatever we want to say, you guys, about, you know, whatever's going on with marriages and things like that. But when gifting someone a card, whether or not you're saying sorry or no, it's still something, it's still a gesture. And as we said, people can be wrong and they can do all sorts of things, but at least if they're willing to take the steps to change or at least show remorse, we are so here for it, right? So yeah, we're celebrating love, guys, and we can see you guys are showing us so much love. Thank you so much for tuning in and for always talking to us. Again, the hashtag is Ebru Let's Talk, and the WhatsApp number is down below. Mama Stacy, we see you from Kabete. Dennis from Taita. We see Emmy from Kisumu. Ayuma, I love your ponytail. That's Fiona from Ruaka. Yeah.
Thank you, guys. Continue sending in those messages. The WhatsApp number is available. We're going to go on a short commercial break. But when you come back, if you thought the tea was hot then, we're going to be delving into an even crazier story for Talk That Talks. So make sure you guys stay tuned.
Welcome back to the show, guys. It's Talk That Talk Thursday, and today I think it's because the gang is all back together. We are just, you know, we have so many opinions. We have very tough opinions, and you guys also have your opinions. Thank you so much for sending in the feedback. We see someone saying, "Hey, ladies, I'm one boy from Mwihoko. I missed you, Ayuma. Glad you're back." And about the story of dumping boyfriends, I am like Ayuma. I dumped my ex with a phone call because I really never saw us going anywhere. I just told him that I am the problem, not him, and I'm not good enough for him. Toxic. He cried, but after I blocked him everywhere, I'm enjoying.
Wow. Tell us. After she's enjoying what?
Wow.
She's enjoying the show. You blocked him everywhere. Toxic.
We have Nemo from Nyeri over here saying the same thing, looking good. Breaking up over the phone sometimes is a better way to break things off. It's true, though, you guys. Sometimes you just need your partner.
That can only come from the person who's doing the breaking up.
Exactly. It's never so awesome when you're... You know what? We've got someone else called Dante from Kayola saying, I love tuning in always. And then we have James from Mombasa saying, I am enjoying... Eman James from Mombasa saying, good evening, Queens, and enjoying the hot stories. It is him again.
Yeah.
I think you. Did you mean Emma James? I don't know.
It's like anyway. Emma James from Mombasa.
Thank you so much for the feedback, guys. We want you to stay on that same vibe. You know, that strong opinion vibe, because we are about to get into a very, very hot Talk That Talk.
Mimi nasikia watu wengine wanasema ati sijui wanaume wenye wameoa washonewe uniform. Uniform kitu gani? Mnataka sisi wengine tubaki na kina nani? Kenya sasa hii ratio ya wanaume kwa wanawake ni 1:8. Sasa mimi nipate ati mwanaume ako na bibi ananiambia I'm married, you are married. Hao wanawake wengine 7 wenye wanafaa ukwe wako unapeleka wapi? Just give them your name. They don't want you. After all, it's not you we want. We can go buy Dickens. We just want that title. Mimi pia na floss na fulani. Kwani iko nini? Hakuna hata mambo ya kusema ati sharing is caring. Kama ni wako, mfungie kwa nyumba. Na huyu mwenye aliumbwa na Mungu ni wetu sote. Hata Yesu si ni wetu sote. Hata Mungu hakusema ati mtoto wake ni wake peke yake, alimtuma huku akakuja akatusaidia sote. So Bwana ni Bwana ya kila mtu. Mimi nikinipata na bwana yako usiniulize. Ngoje kwa bedroom umuulize.
Mimi nakuuliza.
Unaniuliza kama nani? Kama ni wako mfunge na kamba.
Kwa hivyo
mimi usinipate na bwana yako uniambie ati bwana yangu. Na mimi bwana usikuje kunitongoza uniambie ati I'm married. Ama nikutongoza uniambie you are married. If you are married katalia kwako. Mimi nikikupata kwa barabara, wewe ni wa kila mtu. Napita na wewe. Mimi siwezi kuwa nateseka hapa na nyegezo na ati wewe huko unaniambia you are married. Married by foot.
That's a conclusion.
So, ukinipata na bwana yako, ati usiniulize, mgoje kwa bedroom umuulize. So basically what she's saying is there's a whole brand of women that think like her. You know, right now they're looking like, but you know you might just say it a more classy way, all right? But there's a whole new brand of women out there who believe if your man has left the house, he's for everybody. Once he comes back home, he's for you. And it's up to you to deal with that situation. And we can start arguing this whole thing about whether we think that topic is true. But I want to start like from way back, yeah? Have you ever been knowingly in a situation with another woman's man?
I was a child again.
No,
for real. No, it's not an excuse, but I'm saying there is no way as a conscious adult I would have ever gone near anyone else's man. But as a child, when I was a naive little girl, there was this tall, brown, very bad boy who convinced me.
Oh, he convinced you.
He did.
Yeah.
He was way older than me. I was 16. He was like 20 what? Like 22.
Girl, statutory rape.
No,
Wow.
in England, sex is legal at 16.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but anyway, I was really like, just like, oh my God, and I was like super innocent, and then yeah, I take it, I did it,
You did
I
it.
did
You
it.
did it. How about you, Kathomi?
I'm just laughing because of no. The look does not fool us. We all know what happened.
No, I'm for real.
But anyway, I think I've also been in a full-blown relationship with a guy. And at first I didn't know that he was married because he told me that they were separated. So I was just like, okay, you're separated. Cool. That works, right?
Yeah.
If you're separated, technically I can still, you know. But then later on, a year later, 2 years later, I'm like, I've never seen his house. I have never seen his...
It took you 2 years.
Honey, it took more. I have never seen his house. I have never seen his friends. I do not, honestly, I know where he lives, but I just know the area. Like, I live in Kiambu, you know?
Yeah.
So none of...
That's a county.
Continued on to tell me. And then now the funny thing is, like, eventually we ended up at one of his houses, and there were children's rooms. The bedroom had like a walk-in closet with like women's clothes. So that's when I discovered.
But you still stayed, didn't you? Even after the
After that.
discovery. Yeah.
a little bit longer.
From me.
But then I left eventually when I started asking questions of like, what is this? Who are we? Are you married? I want to know. You have to tell me. He's like, yeah, but I told you I was married. Woohoo! Told me when? When?
Well, you not told me.
News.
He said
That
he's
was
married
news
but
to me.
separated.
Yo,
Anyway,
me, like
yeah.
once upon a time, long ago, long ago, I was a not so nice person. There's another song over there, but we're not gonna start singing it, okay? But like, yeah, definitely there was a time, like right after finishing high school, I was out here running these streets, and I didn't care who I was running these streets with, and I got myself into a situation with somebody that's. In the beginning, it's always in the beginning, you never know.
Yeah.
But then afterwards, I knew, and I just continued with that situation because for me, what I was getting from him was what I needed. And my selfishness at that point did not care whether he had a girlfriend or not.
Yeah.
Even like now, we reached a point where he got so comfortable. Now he's coming to me with his girlfriend issues. So he's like, yeah, so can you believe, let's call her Nancy. Can you believe Nancy went and did this and this to me? That's when it made her real. You know, at first I just knew there was a random girl out there. You know? But now he's coming to me, telling her we had to break it off. Because now, like, my conscience just had to come to me and just like, Ayuma, really? We're gonna be sitting here in bed discussing this man's girlfriend. No, let's
So
not
there's
do
one
that.
other situation.
Yeah.
So there's this guy who I met at a party. I had gone with my friend, and he looked like a rat. I told you the story, yeah? He looked like a rat. But there's something about, he was short and he looked like a rat. But I'm telling you guys, I was obsessed with him. Every time.
Now y'all know Lydia's type.
No, I'm serious. Every time he came close to me, like I was just obsessed with him, right? And we had really good conversation, but then like after like a month of like texting and stuff like that, I noticed that it wasn't graduating to like a phone call, right? Then he asked me to go away with him for a weekend. He wanted to go and see like some of their family investments or whatever. So we went away for a weekend, and that weekend I had told myself, I can tell something is not right inside, but I'm not sure. Like I'm not sure what it is, because like the consistency with texting is so there, but it's not translating to the phone, you know? So we went for this weekend away. I didn't go all the way with him because I was just like, something is telling me, right? And that weekend, like I think I felt like even more madly in love with him.
Oh, jeez.
So we are returning to Nairobi, and he's about to drop me off, and I hear on the phone, it was loud enough, I hear on the phone say, "Uko wapi?" So first of all, the whole weekend, I was with him, like I even had my phone because my phone wasn't working at the moment. So like nothing, I saw nothing. There was no, until he went separately to have a phone call, nothing. But then we get to Nairobi, and the first phone call I hear is a woman, and she was like, "Uko wapi?" So uko wapi is not even a like 6 months relationship. That is like 6 years deep. That's like tumezoeana kabisa. I don't even care what you are doing or whether you are safe. I just care like, are you here, right? So me, I didn't say anything. Anyway, when we get to him dropping home, I'm just like, who's that on the phone? See, eventually he had to tell me. And he was a whole in a relationship. I think he got engaged like 2 months after that.
Oh my goodness.
But let me tell you this, as soon as he told me, I felt horrible. But cutting off those feelings, I never saw him again. But I kept up conversation a bit just after that, only because I felt like I had so much emotions for him, you know? But then come off.
But sometimes you just genuinely never ever actually know the situation. Like the video that
No,
was going
that's
viral.
we're not
on,
going
let's
into
not
the
lie.
not knowing the situation.
You know
This is
what?
all about knowing exactly what's happening.
Yeah.
Like she said, she knows that he belongs to somebody, but now you've decided that's what you're doing as well. And you know, like it's so easy for us as like, you know, people who have now changed our ways, or now you're like, you know, in a monogamous relationship and everything, to look down on that other woman. But it has to be like that thing of like, what is it in her life that's making her feel so okay to be with other people's men and not be the one that's claimed? Because you know, because she says that once he goes back home, he's back to you, but if he's out here, he's for everybody.
Quick question though. For a long time, wasn't this the message that was being instilled into us by men? They're like, look, me, I'm a monogamous man. This is who I am. This is how I am. But baby, when I'm with you, I'm with you.
Yeah.
You're my girl when I'm at home, you know?
Yeah.
So it's one of those things that I feel like we have just consistently been told over and over and over and over and over again. And now we're coming to terms with it, or at least she's coming to terms with that. And she's just like, you know what? It's true. By the way, kusema tu kweli, kama uko huku nje, we ni wangu, ama ni wa kila mtu.
So what we are doing in 2020 is that we are taking what men are deciding on our lives and we are taking them as Bible. That's cap.
No,
Here's the thing, yeah. You can have whoever, like, if that's your rhetoric, if that's how you want to take things, yeah, 100% do it, if that's who you want to be. However, let's be clear on why you feel that way, right? Because a foundation, when a relationship that is founded on you having to lie to somebody else to be with me, that's the problem. You see, we are not frowning down upon polygamy when every party in the situation has agreed to whatever is going on. We're not frowning upon it. What we are frowning upon is like, let's say there's a family here.
Yeah.
You are over here, and the potential is when you are with this person, the chance that you're going to break up this family. He is also responsible. We're saying that.
Yeah.
But us participating in the situation doesn't help it. Just because even if he's not cheating with me, he's going to cheat with somebody else, you're not helping the situation.
Yeah.
You know?
And like, you know, when I look back to like the time where I was okay with like, you know, him,
You didn't.
I wasn't okay with myself, you know? Like it's more of a, it's more of a self-esteem thing. Cause like when I was there just like happy that like, yes, I was super into him, but like I didn't have enough value in myself to know that, girl, you deserve a man that's going to be with you and you only, that's going to be with you fully and everything, that you're not the side chick, that he's not like they're walking off to the side to go talk to his girlfriend and you know that he's talking to his girlfriend. You
And
know,
sometimes
I definitely was like at a low state in my life, I could say, that I accepted that type of behavior.
And sometimes it's also like not just a confidence issue, but sometimes it's usually like one of those things where you're not ready to be like in a committed situation. So you're not really thinking about how much as in the time that is being invested in you is just enough for you at that time. So you're okay with it because you're not necessarily trying to get like in a long-term situation.
Yeah.
So it's just like, it's whatever. You don't care what he does. As long as he's gone, he's gone. At least you've had what you wanted. If it was the money, if it was the time, it was the you know, you've got what you needed and now he's gone and he's no longer your problem. So sometimes it's not just a confidence issue. It is also like a point where you are. This is mostly, and think about it, all of these stories are when we were younger.
Right.
Now we wouldn't tolerate something like that. That would never happen. You would never knowingly be with anyone who's married or in a sticky situation. You're the one who's always asking, where are we going? What is this? Who are we? Let's determine this relationship. So in her particular case, there is definitely something very, very wrong, and we do not completely, and even polygamy, it's not everyone's cup of tea. If you're into it, you're into it. If you're not, you're not. Be vocal, be clear about it, so that you don't get into a situation where now you're the other woman, and then you become salty, maybe like her, and then start like venting at everyone, like, you know what, 1:8, blah, blah, blah. No. Be clear about your intentions with every relationship that you get yourself into.
You see, the place where I disagree with that is like, so for example, this year, I am not serious, by the way. I'm not a serious person this year. And that's just what I've decided. I'm not trying to be in anything serious at the moment, etc., etc. But there are other single people who are in the exact same situation, not being serious. But so it can never really be an excuse, because I only want your time and everything like that. I don't care where you go. Because there are other single people who are willing to have this situation and we won't jeopardize a family. Yeah, so like where you are doesn't get to be an excuse for it.
But you're clear with your intentions going into whatever situation
100%.
That's all we're asking for. You need to be accountable for every decision, every one of these moves, every relationship. You just need to be accountable. You're like, look, I'm not looking for anything serious. I'm just here to have a good time and whatever. Just be very, very clear and vocal about where you're at. So it's not murky and weird and now you're it gets really messy. Just be clear.
And now, like, you know, I feel so like now that turns into now like polygamy, because now maybe in your time of being out there taking other people's men and having fun and all that stuff, now in your mind you start thinking, okay, so I guess I have to accept polygamy. I've never heard really situations where, like, okay, except for some certain religions where, like, that one we can remove from the table. But in general, the whole polygamy thing has been, like, romanticized and made into something where, like, if you have no other choice, so you just accept it. And, you know, especially on the woman's side. I never see like, a lot of situations. I'm sure it's possible, but a lot of situations over there where it's like, I want to go out and do whatever I want. No, it's the man wants to go out and do whatever he wants, and you're supposed to sit at home and wait for him and just, like, hope and pray that everything is gonna be okay once he comes back. It's never like a two-sided thing when it comes to that whole
even
polygamy.
open marriages, same problem.
Yeah.
It's never a thing where sorry, it's never a thing where the woman is 100% okay with it. And even when you bring up that topic with your man, whoever you're in this open relationship with, they never really want to let you go. They want to keep you, so you stay, but let me also have some fun out here. We're in an open relationship, but only you are gallivanting and going about playing around with everyone, you know?
Yeah.
So I think, one of those things.
This is what you guys are saying about this. Hello, girls. It's Mom Asha from Lemuru. I'm also tuned in. Who your dame Akosawa? I know that ain't right. Nikipata na bwana yangu atajuta. What? Men are more than women, but there are single men out there. Tafuta wako, achana na wangu. Right, okay, sorry, I got that. Maybe I misread that. That video, hakuna mtu wa mtu, you with big earrings, bwana yako ni nani?
You can take my me with the big ears. You want to take my... And this is why I get so scared about having, like... showing your relationship on social media, but like that has to be a thing on my man. If he's there looking for you,
but like, they don't stop there.
Polygamy should be passed through by law because it's already legal out here.
What are you talking about?
I have been involved with someone else's man. It was actually this year, and I had broken up, and I wasn't thinking straight. I got what I wanted from him at the time, yes, but I broke it off. Okay, I guess we've all been guilty.
I suppose. We've got Shah from LD anasema, ate what? Nikupate na wangu. Nani? Hiyo shingo ntaingoa. Got someone else saying, guys, you look good. I know it's ratchet, but oh well. I am married. I am with a married man, and I don't feel any type of way about it. I know it's wrong, but I blame it on my age.
So that's the problem then. That's the problem.
I think we're giving too many
excuses and leniencies.
Yeah,
where we say, okay, it's because I'm young, or that whole thing of I'm just trying to have fun, or I'm selfish, or I don't care. And it's like later on down the line, would you be okay if your husband was being taken away by somebody else while you were sitting at home and you know that he's out there being with everybody else?
So I think it needs to come from us as like the three women in this particular situation. I feel like we need to make a stance where, because it seems like it's a message that if you keep drilling it long enough and hard enough, people will subscribe to it. So I feel like we need to make a stand ourselves and just go, look, married men are a no-go zone. I personally will not be anywhere near a married man, will not be anywhere near a man who's dating someone. I will try my best to make sure that the people that I'm with are single, or at least are single and willing to be with me in that situation.
Here's the thing, we've been screaming this message since the beginning of time. Like, if you're doing it, it's because it's your own personal choice. And to be honest, people are inherently selfish. When you have a situation which you feel like benefits you, you're with a married man, it's benefiting you. You don't care what you damage or what the consequences could be on somebody else's life. So, I mean, that's a personal choice. We here categorically disagree with getting yourself involved on any level with a married man. Like, it's not that necessary. As much as they're saying that there is 1 to 8, no, there isn't, because that number also counts the 5-year-old. I'm not going to date that one. We are actually fairly equally yoked in the numbers as far as age-wise.
And why are we living this scarce mentality? So now, because there's like literally like 5 people, now I'm going to go after the married one, the rat, the person who's a cheater, the person who's the...
Leave my rat alone. Leave my rat alone.
No, but like our standards shouldn't go down just because the number is less. It shouldn't go down just because the number is allegedly less. You can still find the exact man that you're looking for. Just also be patient. And you're not going to just go start dating tomorrow and find Prince Charming tomorrow as well.
And in finality, do not forget that in as much as we're talking about numbers, consensus is, or at least the last census proved, that at least half of our population is 19 years old. So surely, in as much as the numbers are saying one thing, there is also another number that you need to consider. If you're going to start making this a statistics thing, something, then be clear about your numbers. Like as you're claiming these, this and that, and make sure that you know what you're talking about. That's all I'm saying. You know?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, so it is about that time where we get into games. So I'm excited about today's game, but you know what? Let's do it right after this quick one. So today's game is called Straw Ball Activity. And I'm looking for my straws. Oh, they're all the way over here. So, I think I'm visible enough. We have a scoreboard because we have to keep score. But the game is technically and essentially, I'll take
on the other side, I think.
Sorry?
No, on the other side of the board.
Oh, I go to the side of the board. Okay, cool. So in this very interesting bowl, we have some straws, some paper balls, sorry. And with this straw, I will suck up the ball, and then I will pass it to Ayuma. And then Ayuma will then pass it to Lydia. And it will keep going, and no one should drop it, right? So the person...
we should all have our own straws.
So we all should have... No, yeah, you should all have a straw. Please pick a straw. Please pick a straw.
Thank you.
So basically, I'm just... You need 3. So basically, I'm gonna suck one of the balls, pass it to Ayuma. I know it sounds as it sounds. I will pass a ball to Ayuma, and then she was gonna take that ball and pass it to Lydia, and then the person who drops the most is the one who's going to lose, basically. So here goes.
Grow up, Mukami, grow up. And they are so tiny.
Girl.
You're the one who's on the wrong, so basically 1 against Ayuma.
I don't even see how this is possible. Let's
Ayuma
try.
is already losing.
Suck the ball.
You need to suck the ball and then give it to Lydia.
Maybe my sucking skills are not that great.
Girl,
we are
clearly.
sorry to hear.
So Ayuma is already losing. Ayuma.
Okay, no,
It's
you guys,
not
no,
me,
so here's
yo.
the thing, yeah?
I don't think it's
Are you blowing it to her?
No, I'm not blowing it to
No,
her.
you should.
Because she's still blowing
when
it
she's
in.
sucking, you're supposed
okay,
to
cool.
blow
So
that
So
she-
Ayuma didn't lose.
So Ayuma didn't lose
That's
that one.
another point of view,
Alright,
whatever.
me, wow.
Yeah, when you're exchanging, you blow, she sucks.
See, I blew.
Okay, one more time. Girl. Girl. Okay, here.
It's Ayuma, exactly.
Oops, that's Lydia.
Yo, this game, I'm not too sure about
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
All right.
And another one bites the dust.
It was on the edge.
And that one's for Ayuma because she's the one who didn't get it.
I think, you know
How
what?
long are we doing this, actually?
I've accepted
Jesus.
defeat.
I'm done.
I've
Yeah,
lost.
so it is clearly a very
I've
difficult
lost.
game.
We've lost.
It is a clearly very difficult game.
Yeah.
I think nobody won. This
Nobody
game,
won.
I
Yeah,
say the
honestly.
producers, you guys, you made it too hard. But you
It's
know what,
true.
you guys, we're loving the feedback we're getting from you guys on our WhatsApp number. There's so much messages. We have over here, someone over here saying, I think cheating should be made illegal, or we should sign a prenup for a cheating spouse to get nothing from the relationship. That is possible. That actually does happen over
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, I feel like time has run up.
Yeah, Howdy Beauties breaking up on phone is definitely a no-no. That's so immature. Go face to face and discuss and end things at once. Faith from Langata. The last one, you cannot stop a man from getting attracted to another lady. That's a curse men have. And men always want new people the moment you so into each other, and that's not for men. So let me tell you this, yeah. I hope you have that. You keep that same energy when she makes you raise another man's child. What's that? You don't like when other people cheat on you?
Wow.
Oh, okay. Guess what? It's 2020 and women can cheat as well. And as long as we are going to make it that men can cheat, women are going to be doing it. We're just going to be doing it better. But no, none of that. No. We do not condone that here in Ebru TV. Be faithful, be respectful, love one another, and love people the way you love yourself. Love people the way you want to be loved yourself, you know? This is something which might take a long time to uproot, but let's be good to each other. Just be good to each other. That common decency is gonna give you the idea on what choice you should make as far as how you treat the person you love. Anyway, guys, this has been amazing. Thank you so much for joining us. We have a show tomorrow at 6 p.m. My name is Lydia KM, and that's Lydia KM on all social media handles.
Of course, it was a very heated conversation today, and I love that there was so much feedback. It makes us feel so good every time that we talk about something and you get involved and you tell us things like you tell Ayuma that she should stop breaking up with people on the phone. Love it. Love that. That energy, enjoy it. Make sure you still check us out on our social media handles and make sure that tomorrow you are here with us. But for now, Kathomi, and that's Kathomi on every social media platform.
I feel as if today what we have learned is youth, really, we have done some silly, stupid things when we were young. But that is not an excuse to continue that same behavior. Even as you're still young and as you're getting older, we need to grow up, we need to age gracefully and with integrity. That's the message of today. But you guys, love you guys so much. Make sure you interact with us on Ebru TV Kenya, on Instagram, Facebook, Instagram and Twitter, and then on Facebook, Ebru TV KE. But for now, it's your girl, Ayuma Kaguli, simply Ayuma, and see you guys tomorrow.